Alright, Bad Moon is a flawed but very enjoyable werewolf movie. I don't want to talk about spoilers in any of these reviews, so I won't be diving super deep into my problems with this one. But just know that there's a messy plot thread that honestly doesn't take up much time of the movie, involving a con man that I think was pretty unnecessary. It left me questioning things that I probably otherwise would have let slide. But anyway, aside from that, this movie is pretty awesome. The basic plot we follow is a single mother/lawyer, Janet, and her two sons, Brett the boy and Thor the dog. She has a brother, Ted, who has somewhat recently returned to the area where she lives, and she invites him to move his RV into her backyard when wild animal attacks have been reported where he lives. Little does she know at the time that Ted has returned from a trip where he was attacked by a werewolf. It's not just the full moon he has to worry about either. It's any moon. So Ted is always having to run off for the night and try to restrain himself in the woods not far from their house. He slowly becomes more unhinged as the movie goes on, and it's up to the loyal dog Thor to protect his family from the werewolf that just moved in next door. Another quick complaint about this movie with a minor spoiler: there's something about Ted's motives that bother me quite a bit. It seems like he does love his sister and nephew towards the beginning of the film, so you think he'd want to steer clear of them with his werewolfism and all, but he doesn't. We find out his reasoning for this later on in the film. He claims that he thought love was his last resort for stopping the transformations, the only thing he hadn't tried. But you think after one night he'd realize it didn't work and move on. But he sticks around, and it's not even the point in the story where he starts becoming unhinged. I guess you could say he was that way the entire time, but he seems genuine enough towards the beginning of the movie, at least for me. So aside from those couple small issues, I think the movie is a lot of fun to watch, and it had me on the edge of my seat with my fingers crossed that somehow Thor would make it out alive. Does he? Does Brett and Janet? What about Ted and the con man? I guess we'll just have to watch the movie and find out. 6 out of 10.